Hi, it's Dr. Brian McDonough. I have a very special guest today, ancestry genealogist Crista Cowan. Crista, first of all, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me, Brian. Please. So when you take an ancestry DNA test, one of the things we provide you as part of those results is a breakdown of your heritage from regions around the world. And we do that based on comparing your DNA to a reference panel. So that reference panel continues to grow. And so your results are going to continue to get more granular. So you take the test once, we provide an update about once a year, typically in the fall, with just some updated results based on the updated reference panel.
A lot of people might have fear. They might say, ooh, I don't want to give my information up. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, privacy is one of the hallmarks of how Ancestry does business. So every person who takes a test registers their own test with their own email address. They have full control over what happens to those results. They can delete them at any time. But the key is that we're not going to share your results with anybody. That's up to you if you want to do that. You know what? I was raised in a storytelling family. So we shared stories a lot. There were pictures on the wall. I am innately curious. So I actually went to school for business management. It never occurred to me genealogy could be a career. But I've been with Ancestry now for more than 21 years and love helping people discover their own family stories.
Do you feel like a bit of a detective? I would think you're probably like uncovering things. Tell me what that's like.
Yeah, absolutely. I love piecing together. It's kind of like the biggest jigsaw puzzle that ever existed, and you have no idea what the picture is going to be going into it. And so you're putting together the pieces and uncovering the different parts of the picture or the story as you go. And I think I love doing that. Anybody who loves that kind of a thing is going to be drawn to family history naturally. But really, everybody has a family, so there are family stories and ways anybody can get engaged in family history wherever you are.
Although these interviews obviously live online forever, we're talking right about Thanksgiving time and about holidays, families getting together. Talk a little bit about what it's like and how it can maybe open conversations if family members learn, all about their past and the history of the family.
Yeah, absolutely. The holidays are just kind of a natural time when families get together. I think it's a time when a lot of us reflect on, where we've come from and what our family traditions are. And family storytelling is such a beautiful way to connect during the holidays. Ancestry recently did a survey where 62% of Americans said that sharing and reminiscing about family stories during the holidays helps them to feel more connected. And so that's just the thing that I love to do when I gather with my family is share memories and stories and actually dig a little bit more into some of those stories we may not have heard before. We have more than 65 billion records from 88 countries around the world. And so we'll automatically start to search our vast database of records to see if anything you've put in your family tree matches something we have in a census record or a passenger list or a draft card. And we'll deliver those to you as hints that you can review and start to explore. And so that is the first step really, is you start building a family tree with what you know, and then look through those hints to see if there is additional information to start talking to your family and start collecting those stories. You can, I never encourage anybody to get out their phone at the dinner table, but maybe around the Thanksgiving dinner table, just hit record on your phone and start asking questions. And then not only are you preserving those stories, but you're preserving them in their voice, and those can all be uploaded and saved. And so every family kind of has gaps, I think, in their family memories. When you're talking to family, I always encourage you to start with things they do know. So for example, you could ask your mom, tell me the story of how you and dad met. And sparking her memory with things she knows is going to make her more confident. And also she'll start to recall things she forgot that she knew. Stories she may have heard as a little girl that she didn't even realize were tucked in the back of her memory. I think I just want to encourage everyone to talk to your family. I think there's so many stories that get lost And the number one regret that every family historian I've ever talked to has is that they didn't talk to people when they still had them available and their memories were still fresh and accessible. So talk to your family, ask them those questions. And you're not just asking them to dig into the archives of their brain for things from long, long ago, but ask them the stories about them and who they were and preserve those for the next generation.
It was a pleasure having you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Brian, and happy holidays.